VS Code just dropped 3 free courses for agentic development. Not another vague agent hype post. This is a structured path from the official VS Code team for learning how to direct agents, customize them, and extend them with tools. If you already work with Codex, Claude Code, Gemini, Cursor Agent, or your own current setup, the goal is the same: make the agent useful without giving up local control. Fully local workflows still matter, and ConductorOSS.com is the way to run that control surface across agents when you want everything in one place. In this video, I am going to break down the 3 courses, what each one actually teaches, and the order I would follow if I wanted a real working agent workflow by the end of the week. Course 1 is Agent Foundations. The official thread says this course gets you started with agent-first development and teaches you how to build applications using agent mode in VS Code. The Learn page lists 6 lessons. It starts with the new coding loop. You give the agent a goal. It reads the project, edits files, runs commands, checks its own work, and asks for approval when the action needs it. The first lesson explains the 5 pillars behind good agent results: the harness, the model, the prompt, context, tools, and approvals. That is the right framing. Most beginners only think about the prompt. VS Code is saying the prompt is just one piece. You also need the right context, the right tool permissions, and a way to review the changes. The capstone lesson is practical, too. It builds a URL shortener from scratch with Fast API, Python SQLite 3, a simple HTML frontend, and base 62 encoding. That matters because a course is only useful if it makes the agent touch real files, real commands, and real debugging steps. If I were starting from zero, I would not skip this course. It teaches the operating loop before the fancy customization layer. Course 2 is Agent Customization. This is where the series gets more useful for people who already use AI coding tools every day. The official thread says it covers agents, instructions, skills, prompts, and hooks. The Learn page lists 8 lessons in this lane. The core idea is simple: an agent is much better when it knows your team's conventions before it starts writing code. VS Code gives you several ways to package that context. Instructions can encode standards and architecture rules. Skills can bundle reusable procedures. Prompt files can preserve repeatable tasks. Custom agents can create a specialized role instead of forcing one generic assistant to do everything. Hooks are the bridge from advice to workflow. They let you run validations or automate repeated steps around the agent. The strongest lesson here is that customization should be incremental. Start with one instruction file, test if the output improves, then add a skill or a hook only when it solves a repeated problem. This is exactly how serious teams should adopt agentic development. Do not build a giant rule museum. Build the smallest memory layer that reliably improves output. Course 3 is Extending Agents. This is the most important one for power users because it moves beyond chat and into tool access. The official thread says it teaches tools, MCP servers, plugins, and third-party agents. The Learn page lists 4 lessons. The MCP lesson is the key. MCP servers let an agent connect to external tools and data sources. VS Code teaches you how to install a server, use the tool in chat, choose the right configuration scope, and sandbox local servers. That last part matters. Tool access is powerful, but it is also where agents can become risky if you do not control permissions. The third-party agents lesson is also a big signal. VS Code now teaches how to start Claude or Codex sessions inside the editor, choose local or cloud sessions, and pick a permission mode that matches the task. That is the future shape of coding tools. The editor becomes the surface, but the real value comes from choosing the right agent, the right tool access, and the right approval boundary for the job. Here is the order I would use in a real week. Day 1. Go through the Foundations course and do not just watch it. Open a throwaway project and make the agent build the URL shortener style app. Watch what context it asks for. Watch where approvals show up. Watch what it gets wrong. Day 2. Write down the mistakes you saw and convert the top 3 into instructions. If it named files badly, encode a naming rule. If it skipped tests, encode a testing rule. If it ignored project structure, encode the structure. Day 3. Turn one repeated task into a skill. It should be narrow. Something like reviewing a pull request, generating a change log, or validating a feature against a spec. Day 4. Add one MCP server or tool integration, then sandbox it. The goal is not to connect every service you own. The goal is to prove that a tool-using agent can do one real job safely. Day 5. Test a third-party agent path. Compare Codex, Claude, or your chosen agent on the same task with the same instructions and keep the result that actually worked. That turns a free course into a usable operating system for agentic coding. The bigger point is that VS Code is teaching agentic development as a workflow, not as magic. That is healthy. It means the skill is no longer just knowing a clever prompt. The skill is setting context, choosing the right model, controlling tool access, reviewing changes, and packaging your team knowledge so the next run is better. And if you want that across every coding agent, including Codex, Claude Code, Gemini, Cursor Agent, and the setup you already use today, keep the control layer fully local. Conductor.com and the Conductor OSS repo are the local agent control surface to watch. The repo link is in the description, along with the VS Code Learn page and the official thread. Start with foundations, then add customization, then extend agents only when you can explain the permission boundary. That is how you turn these free courses into a real agentic development system instead of just another playlist in your backlog.